I'm delighted to have you here, though. This is exciting, right? It's for us as new business partners together. We've been in this journey now about 18 months, and I think it's the right time to just sit down, have a conversation, talk about how you're finding things, some market insights. It's a real testament to you. You don't need to wear a name badge. I did say that to you when you sat down, because everyone knows who you are, Kimmy. They don't know me, but they certainly know me. And I guess as an opening question, just to help you, I've got 3 questions for you. I promise they're not too tricky.
Yep.
Okay. And do your best to work them. There's no perfect answers today.
Okay.
But in terms of you as an agent, as an individual, I sit back, and I think most of the industry does, and admires how you operate and how you conduct yourself in the city of Edinburgh. And there's future expansion plans that are going on in your business, which is exciting. But as a simple leading question, how have you maintained the level of presence and dominance that you have in Edinburgh? What's your magic recipe? Can you help us understand?
It's a funny one, because I think some agents tend to just go to where they can see the business coming from. But for me, I've always started the industry and learnt off people that tend to focus on one specific little area. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what I did from starting as an assistant back in, too long ago. I actually don't want to mention it.
Yeah.
So I always just started in one area and just worked that area as best as I could. I know as much as I can, and just became that kind of agent before people needed one, because they saw me as the expert in the suburbs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's just, I see it now, it's quite incredible. Your phone rings every time I see you. There's a new opportunity here, there and everywhere, and that's a real testament to it. It's almost the reverse. It's the permission exercise, Nan.
Yeah.
It's a real privilege to get the phone call, and the quality of homes that you're walking into are real Jellis Craig ilk, to pigeonhole you that way. But it's a real testament to you.
It's nice now, because I've been in the industry for almost 10 years now, we're starting to see...
You started at 12? Or?
Well,
yeah. Whatever it is that line.
But a lot of people that maybe I met at the very, very beginning of my career buying their first home are now, upgrading or even selling the upgraded home now and moving into something.
The next evolution.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of working with them and probably in the same level as them now, which is exciting. So.
Perfect. Well done. Well, congratulations. And I can't wait to see, we all can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for you.
Thank you.
Your team member, you've obviously got Max running with you as well. How's that going, and have you found him in your team and so forth? How's all that played out?
It's working really, really well. So it's really nice to have someone in the team that a sales consultant that has we almost do the same thing. We're dealing with our clients, we're speaking with buyers, we're lining up all the bidders for auction.
Yep.
We're running together a lot of the time, and that's why I think our clients value it. We're both at every open.
Yep.
We're both at a lot of appointments.
2 for the price of 1.
Correct. Yeah. So that part's working really well.
Brilliant. Yeah, good. And I'm seeing that, which is fantastic. I'm glad you said that too. There's no such thing as a PA in our business. Everyone's a sales agent. It's just different structures and so forth. And I think most people in the industry would respect that and understand that. And again, with your help, Max is going to be a shining light within this industry, and it's only around the corner, which I'm excited for him too. So, all right, let me get into the questions, and let's see where the conversation takes us. So, people selling their home, their expectations at the moment. How are you finding it going into 2025? Are you finding vendors are working with you around pricing expectations? And more importantly, how are you managing those conversations, do you think?
It's mixed, because obviously it can be hard to pigeonhole everyone into the same box when it's such an emotional exercise, selling your property.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
So there will be some clients that remain quite firm on their pricing expectation. Mm-hmm. And I think that point can be valid if it's quite a unique property that has a really limited buyer pool. Mm-hmm. It can make sense that they can be relatively firm on their price.
Sure.
There are a lot of developers that are quite firm on their price given their cost.
Yep.
But in general, most of our clients are happy to work with us and run the process properly. They like to collect the feedback, and then they can make an informed decision leading into auction with where their real expectation is based on where the market actually sees that property being.
Pricing is always a sensitive topic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I think you manage that probably best of anyone that I've seen in our organisation. You go on that pricing journey, and people love you regardless of, ironically, I think price is the starting focus a lot of the time.
Yep.
By the end of it, it's a very different paradigm, I think, for a lot of people. They've actually gone through the journey and actually enjoyed it, regardless of price, I find, with your service.
I think honesty is the best policy. I think people get themselves into trouble when they maybe appraise a property too high to get the business. or if they're not honest, if the feedback isn't positive through the campaign. We can always change things and get them a good outcome. But if you don't actually acknowledge what the problem is, then you're just leading them down the wrong path. So I think that that's what we focus on.
Fantastic. Okay, well done. Question number 1 out of the way. Question number 2, suburbs. Areas in the city of Kingston that are really standing out for you in terms of demand. What's driving some of that demand and what locations are you seeing at the moment?
We're lucky in our area because Kingston has so much to offer, and I feel like buyers of all ages and demographics tend to come here because there's so many options and there's so much to love about it. What we found is that there's a real push for Mentone and Parkdale, given the schools, given the access to the CBD now that people are coming back to work in the city. I think that is becoming a lot more important for families.
For sure.
In saying that though, Edithvale and Aspendale, maybe I'm biased because we tend
I was going to say, I was waiting for you to tell me the other one.
Edithvale and Aspendale.
Yes.
But massively important for families to be looking down there. The beaches are stunning and it's a bit more of a relaxed vibe down there. We're finding that development.
Isn't it funny? You cross the creek and it's like a different world. It's like, it feels like you're going on holiday.
I know, it feels like a holiday.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw in a curveball question. I hope you don't mind. Don't get upset with me. But Yulinga, you just talked to me about Aspendale. Aspendale, Edithvale. But Yulinga, I saw that come through the system and I messaged you straight away and just said, I think I put a little love heart emoji and said, this is amazing.
Yes, you said you wanted to live there.
Yes, I did. I said, I want it. How much? Tell us about that home. And how's it tracking? It's been a week on market now.
We're really happy when we list properties like this. Lovely vendors who put their heart and soul into building their dream home. 760 square metres of land, which is quite big for Aspendale. And they've custom built this Harkaway home, stunning Hampton style home. We've had a lot of local buyers that are coming in that would have otherwise bought a piece of land and built their own home. So that's where the push is, and that's why they're going to get a great price. But we've also found that buyers who are otherwise looking in Mentone, Parkdale, Mordialloc starting to come down as well.
Absolutely. Am I calling that auction? Good. There you're proud. I'm looking forward to that one. I'll sell the dream for you. Final question. The biggest challenges out there for sellers. If you were sitting in the living room and someone said, Kim, it's always positive in a living room a lot of the time. And, but I think I want to sort of encapsulate some of the challenges that people might be seeing out there as vendors. Is it pricing? Is it finding buyers at the moment? Is it a competitive market? What are the challenges out there that people should be aware of, do you think?
It's a good question. There are a lot of buyers out there, but it is still quite a competitive marketplace. So the challenge that we're finding with our clients is how do we get the buyers to come to your house instead of the other 10 that are on market at this time? So we're finding that if we spend just a couple of more weeks getting the presentation right before we launch and not rushing on market, then we're putting out a product that is actually being well received by the market. So getting all of our trades and suppliers in, marketing it properly, quoting it properly, marketing it well, and making sure that we're actually getting it.
All the 1%.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair. And you're finding people are embracing that advice, particularly around presentation?
Yeah, we are. We're finding a lot of our clients have seen us in action at auctions or at other opens, and they've said, why is this one going quite well? And we're just replicating what's gone well with other campaigns. So presentation, marketing, pricing, if all those 3 things are done properly, then we're finding that it's all working well.
Fantastic. I consider all done. I've got real estate with you, Kimmy. It's easy. I feel like, do you want to sell my house? No, thank don't think Jason would allow that somehow. But thank you so much. First podcast. Do you want to do this again sometime?
Okay.
That'd be nice. Yeah, we'll see you next month. Thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to seeing how your business takes shape at the start of 2025.
Thank you so much.